Hi guys, today I'm going to be breaking down the fight between Islam Makhachev and Dober that happened like 3 years ago. So in no way this is like a representation of the full skill set of Islam Makhachev that he possesses today, because I think he had a lot of fights after that time. He had a fight with Dustin Poirier, he had two fights with Volkanovski, he had a fight with Charles Oliveira. So he had fought a lot of experienced guys after that, and I think he learned a lot from that, and his skill set has definitely improved. His striking has definitely improved. The way he set up the takedowns, control has definitely improved. But in this fight, you can actually see a lot of good things that he does that I think would be a problem for Arman Saryukin. And I'm not going to be reacting to the whole fight. I'll just be breaking down the 3 minutes 40 seconds that got uploaded by TNT Sports. But even in that period of time, you're going to be able to see a lot of spectacular things that Islam Makhachev does. Islam would show a lot in this fight. So I was slowly breaking down the fight. So I'm just gonna play it now. Okay, both are southpaw. Dober opens up with a nice leg kick.
Very aware of the.
Look at the setup of these takedown that Islam is going for. He's going for a single leg. I'm just gonna move back actually. So watch, Islam is in and out, in and out. And he does a lot of, like, people don't actually notice, Islam is always feinting with his right hand, the hand that he is doing the jab with. He's constantly feinting, and you have to match the feints. And that's what Benil Doric was saying in the latest interview as well. It's like you have to be able to match the feints.
Very aware of the left hand of Dober. Beautiful single there.
Yes, and then he got the hand on top to actually help him out with the takedowns. I mean, you can do the run the pipe, the takedown as well, but Islam went for the hand up and then pushing his shoulder down with the hand. Okay, he's got
That's big, yes. That's big. Single.
Half guard. Okay, got the full mount.
And now Islam moves him out. This is terrible for Drew now. Look at that. Right back to mount. Oh, now he takes the back. Oh, Drew's up. Drew's up.
Oh, he's got to be
Oh,
careful.
lost it. Wow, that was his opportunity. Man, that's some.
I mean, you can actually look at Islam's control. Like, he's got the mount. He was in half guard, got the mount. And then Drew was giving his back. Islam punched him like a couple of times. And then after that, Islam got the back. But then Drew just was able to slide out. But Islam didn't lose the position. He got back on mount. So this is where you know, like, Islam's control is like super good. One thing I would say is Islam is very methodical with his approach. This is very different from Arman Saryukin. Saryukin is not the best at like keeping the control, but he's vicious with ground and pound. That thing I would say. Islam is not like really vicious. He's mostly looking to advance the position for submissions.
High level grappling right there. Look at that slide.
Right back to side control.
That slide
Islam is in
through
side
control.
now.
Drew's, he might get
trying to get the
crucifixed.
crucifix.
You got to be very careful here.
Yeah, he's gonna get crucifixed. He's gonna pin that arm in between his legs.
Okay,
Now he
he's
went
trying
to
to
the
put
back
all the
again.
weight on
Notice how
Drew
he continues to grab the wrist. He
now.
takes the left wrist of
Okay, he's got a
Dober.
mount position. Oh, he went for the
Oh,
arm.
look at that arm. Look at that roll. Oh, Drew's in trouble. He's in big trouble.
No, he still got him, but
He's gonna break his arm.
Drew's okay here.
Oh my God.
Now he's
barely,
not.
barely okay.
Now he's going to be in trouble here.
He's
Over
gonna
short
switch
time.
to a leg. If he can't get that arm, he's gonna switch to that leg. Now Drew's on top. Man.
I think Islam didn't have the whole arm. He didn't have it over the elbow. Otherwise, it would have been a finish. But yeah, Islam squeezed hard. It was close. But Drew survived. But that round, easily Islam won. Islam had the top control most of the times. He threatened Drew with the submissions. He got Drew's back quickly one time.
That was a slick transition there to that arm bar.
Man.
All round. Begin on the feet. Dober trying to find a home for that patented
See, that's the counter right hook by Islam Makhachev. People don't actually rate Islam striking that much, but he was moving backward when he landed the right hook.
left hand. There's a single leg shot.
But now
Okay, that was a beautiful takedown. That was a beautiful sort of like setup for the takedown, the entry for the takedown. Like, probably people would say like it's not the most technical, as Islam's back was probably not even straight the way he went for it. But look at the distance that he actually covered. Insane amount of distance. Insane.
His arms are going to be gassed out. It's going to be really hard for him to get off those punches, and I think he's going to be more reluctant to throw kicks. Now he knows how strong.
Look at that. See that? It's all.
That's what Islam does. He had one of the hooks in, and then one of the underhooks, and then Islam did that trip on the left leg. That's what he does. That's what he does. Like Islam does a lot of like upper body takedowns. Like he will have like an overhook or an underhook, and then he will do the trip. He's looking for an opportunity to actually do it, and he knows Ryu was against the cage. He didn't have much space to go anywhere, and then Islam found the opportunity and went for it. I'm actually gonna play it one more time. Okay, so
There's a single leg shot.
But now Drew Dober's arms are going to be gassed out. It's going to be really hard for him to get off those punches, and I think he's going to be more reluctant to throw kicks.
Islam is controlling one hand. Islam is controlling right hand with his right hand, and then Islam has got an underhook on the left side.
Now he knows how.
And then he's doing that, and then he's doing the trip on the left leg.
Look at that. See that? It's all the trips.
Yeah,
it's all the trips when they get you along the side of the octagon.
And if you're Dober,
And this
maybe
is the
you hope you can
Dagestani
cause enough inaction.
leg lock. That's what Russian fighters do. Most of the Khabib camp, they focus on that because that takes all the movement away from you. Now your legs are locked, so you're not going to be able to move.
To result in a stand-up, but
Okay.
most
Islam
elite
is gonna do
referees
a bit
will
of
let
ground
you
and
work
pound
here.
now. He needs to take his legs out. He's trying to do the butterfly to push Islam up. Islam's
Drew
control is so
Dober
good.
at
His
this
balance
point
is good.
is
He's
just
staying on top.
exhausted by the continuous pressure and just
And
the
Drew's
elite
trying hard to
high-level
actually move him.
grappling of
It's not
Islam is just
working.
so good.
And Islam is doing ground and pound. And by the way, one thing to mention, guys, Ryu Dober is not like a slouch on the ground. He's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, so it's not like he doesn't know anything. He does know his basics. One thing I do know that he shouldn't be accepting the position. It's probably because he doesn't have like a wrestling background, so he doesn't know how to escape the position and quickly get out. Like that's where he's struggling with. I think he kind of pulls the guard sometimes.
Oh my
Crushing elbows there from
Watching
Makhachev.
elbows. Okay, round 3.
That's just the 7th strike landed by.
Oh, that's what Islam does. That's so beautiful. He gets the clinch with both hands, both hands on the head, and then he throws knees. And when you're trying to throw the knee, he trips you. He trips you with the other leg. He does that a lot.
Over tonight.
So Islam has got underhook on both sides, underhook on both sides, and then he's going to trip again. Same
Too
thing.
easy.
So that's what he does. Like he tries to get the upper body takedowns. He locks. He gets like an underhook or like an overhook, and then he does the trip. Like that's what he prefers mostly because it's kind of safe. Because Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys, when you're shooting against them, especially the lower level takedowns, they can kind of counter with like a guillotine or something. So Islam, just to be on the safe side, that's what he does. But it doesn't mean that he cannot shoot like the leg takedowns. Like you saw the leg takedown that Islam did in the second round, start of second round. That was pretty low. Like he can shoot and he does it time to time, but just to be on the safe side, I think it stays up quite high.
Dober looked like he almost pulled guard there.
Now he's
Right? Almost
guarding.
getting bear hug. Yep, he's getting bear hug. Islam started to lace the leg on the inside. He was able to bear hug him back to his back.
He's trying real hard with his guard.
And look, Islam is
Seems like we've seen a change in strategy for Dober trying to get offensive here off of his back.
Look at the shoulder pressure. Look at Dober's face.
oh my god, guys, this is so crazy. Honestly, if you guys have done jiu-jitsu, you would know this is crazy squeeze. Like Islam did not even have like a proper arm triangle from here. For arm triangle, your legs need to be either at least on the mount. You need to be at least have a mount, or your legs on the other side. So yeah, like your legs on the other side where you're getting the arm triangle. And Islam's legs are not even there. He's barely in the half guard. And just because of the shoulder pressure, Drew Dober actually just tapped out just because of the shoulder pressure. So, and you can actually look at the Islam shoulder. Like, you can actually look at his back. Like, you can look at the squeeze that is putting in. And that's why even Daniel Cormier is kind of like surprised. It's like Islam squeeze. And he was saying that before that. He's like, Islam squeeze is so good because obviously Daniel Cormier being a heavyweight and sparring with Islam in the academy, he has felt that too. And a lot of people have said it. Dustin Poirier, he said when Islam actually locked in the darts, his squeeze is just unbelievable. So I'm just going to go back and I'm going to show you his back. Like you can look at the pressure that it's putting on.
Back to his back.
He's trying real hard with his Kimura
There
now.
he's trying to lock it in.
Seems like we've seen a change in strategy for Dober trying to get offensive here off of his back.
Look at the shoulder pressure, though. Look at Dober's face. Oh,
Islam Makhachev submits to Dober.
Wow.
wow.
So that's where I say Islam Makhachev has all the skills to be the best fighter on the planet, which I believe he's the best fighter on the planet right now. I think he can stay champion for like a long period of time. I think he possesses all the skills that people say that, okay, this guy is probably the best pound for pound, or this guy's the best pound for pound. I don't think they're close to Islam Makhachev. I think skill-wise, this guy possesses high-level striking. This guy possesses high-level wrestling. And this guy possesses high-level grappling on the ground. His control is amazing. And even in wrestling, he's got so much variety. Like, he can do the upper body takedowns. He's got nice trips. Because of, like, a strong background in judo, he can throw judo throws. You saw that against Oliveira. He can shoot low takedowns, like a single leg or a double leg. Then he can go for, like, his jiu-jitsu is amazing. He knows how to advance positions. He's submitted black belts a couple of times. So I would say Islam Makhachev right now is one of the best fighters, and that's why I think people are going to see the gap between Islam and Arman. Although I do believe Arman is very vicious, Arman is very talented, and maybe there will come a time when Arman will actually become the champion. I think Arman has come so far, his striking is amazing, but I think for this fight, Islam is just on a different level, and you guys are going to see the levels, the skill level that Islam is on in that fight.